How to reach thousands of investors without spending a fortune on ads. Let's get into that now. Here we go. Hey everybody, Jeff Fuzzy Wenzel, CEO of Pre-IPO HiPay. You know that I work in the equity crowdfunding space. I've marketed just under 200 deals at this point, and one of the biggest problems we have is budgets for paid ads. It can get very, very expensive. Typical cost per acquisition can be somewhere between $200 to $350 to even get an investor. So that is a lot of money considering that you should be spending about 3 times to get enough traffic through the pixel. So if you're at a $300 cost per acquisition to get an investor, you're spending $900 a day per ad set, not just one, per ad set. You got 2 ad sets, 1,800 bucks. 3 ad sets, do the math, right? So my point is it can get really expensive, and if that return isn't coming in, that can be cash out of the door. So what we've had to do is come up with other strategies to mitigate this, right? You're just typically not getting investors for 20 or 30 bucks if they're investing $100 in your campaign, or $250, right? If they're coming in at minimums. So you really have to look at building out an outbound email system. So using tools like Instantly, Lemlist, HeyReach, whatever it is, these are tons of tools out there now. In that database of investors, so working with somebody like me, I've got about 600,000 investors in my database, and basically going door to door. I use the analogy all the time that this is like politics, right? Going door to door. You know that these people are investors, or they're in the investor world. They just don't know who you are or what your deal is. So it's about knocking on their doors as much as possible. So again, sending them outbound emails, maybe a LinkedIn connection request, sending them to an opt-in page. Once they opt in, hitting them with nurturing flows, more emails, hitting them with SMS if you can. If you have an address, then you want to go ahead and maybe send them a handwritten note. When you do all of that, then run paid ads and retarget all of that traffic that goes to the page. Just focus on that, because if you're going to spend money to go out and just target, again, very, very expensive to get investors from just top of the funnel, right? So again, think about this, really build out that infrastructure of the behavior that happens on the page, and work with platforms that allow you to be flexible with that. So again, using tools like RB2B or Snitcher or Vector, bottom of the funnel, right? To get that script on there so you're grabbing the behavior of the traffic on the page and retarget them, or build out an automation. So again, lots of strategies to kind of plug the holes in the buckets, but that's what you should be thinking about in spending, instead of just spending a bunch of money in paid ads. All right, if you're thinking about doing a raise this year or early next year, connect with me today so that we can get you on a plan.